Look at the evil that they're doing to nature and mankind while everybody sleeps. This blob has been hanging here for the last half an hour. You can see that it's starting to swirl down. They can't get it pumped out fast enough, this shite from hell. Notice how it's spreading. It's all electromagnetic. This was blasting and now it's stopped. I believe these chimneys are remote controlled. Notice how it's really turning pink here. They want heat and for the glow ball. You must believe in their glow ball and you must believe that it is your fault. And so many people do. Here in Disturbia, they don't want you to take your car anywhere. The price of benzene is just, when they started Corona, the price dropped to €1 for diesel. And just when everybody was starting to get used to it and take their masks off, they raised the price again. They raised it up over €2. At one point it was $2.24 for diesel. Suddenly diesel was more expensive than regular benzene. Look at this. You know, they've outlawed fireplaces, but this is allowed. There's too much carbon dioxide, but this is allowed. And this too. This thing has tentacles. It's growing. It's starting to fall down. I do believe that when the sun comes up and they hit the sun with the lasers or whatever it is that they're doing with these parabolic mirrors, then this is all going to drop down. It's a shame that I don't have a tripod, otherwise I would really consider doing a time lapse here. But you can see that this is coming from this fake cloud because the sky is actually clear and all of this garbage has been sprayed in. Pretty soon we'll be covered in fog. This afternoon the temperature will go up to 16 degrees. You know, the temperature in Arizona, where my parents live and my brother, is 21. So that means it's only 5 degrees warmer in the desert than it is here in Disturbia, where we used to have minus 10, 12, 15, 18 degrees at night. Look at this, it's turning pink now. It looks like, oh, look at the waves here that are being produced. I don't know if you can hear, but it sounds like they're beginning to activate HARP or Gwen or NextRat or whatever they're calling it now. It's just really a shame that the majority of mankind will not see this. They just block it out. Look at those. Scalar waves, massive ones. You've got the pink and the white. And when they make look at this, is turning pink now too. When they make contact, you get electricity. Lines, lines, and more lines and lines. You can see that this fog is beginning to fall here. And this blob is beginning to spread over the whole sky. How bad does it have to get before mankind wakes up? This looks green. We've seen this before, this greenish. Oh my gosh, look at it spread. That's whenever you hear this harp noise, it sounds like a streetcar running. Vroom, 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 something like that. Now look at this. This is going great guns. This building was only built there in order to blow out this shite from hell into the woods. Now you can see that they're building here. They don't want nature. And they want hard, soft ground. so that they can build. They're always killing many birds with one stone. Take a look at this. How unnatural. This will take a while to drop. Yesterday, too, I was appalled. I got up real early. The sky was completely clear. There were Twizzlers all over the place. And at around 7:30, 8 o'clock, bam, fog began to fall. But take a look at this. They can't get it pumped out fast enough. Look at this monster here. In this. Notice they're stopping it now. Maybe they realize that they're being observed. Who knows? I don't really think they care much anymore. They can do whatever they want. The odd man or woman who sees it and films it is just going to be considered crazy. Look at this, just really bad. And you can see that it all begins here. It's always a blob that starts here and moves its way forward slowly but surely, like a creeping mold. Look at this, sky on fire. In my opinion, this is Mercury. Look, all of a sudden it's getting lighter and lighter. The thing is, on the weekends, they do quite a bit of these maneuvers and activities, probably because the majority of mankind is still in bed. It is 9/11, by the way, also 2/7/9/11. 2022. Here we get our 6, which is also a 9 flipped. Maybe they're going to bring bad news. I don't know. We had Friday the 13th just 2 days ago. Anyhow, it's just more of the same, nothing really new under the sun. Let me shut this and go over to the other side and see what's happening over there. Oh, I don't see any fog, but you know, it comes very, very quickly because I've showed in the time lapses that they drop a couple of bombs and then the sky completely lights up and then something happens. The atmosphere changes. I don't know, maybe they won't bring fog into this whole area. Who knows? It all depends on what temperature they want. Oh, here, look over here. It looks like this thing is. Yeah, the church steeple is covered in fog, so evidently they are going to drop some fog on us very, very shortly. You can see that it comes from above and not from below. Anyhow, that's all, really. It's very sad that we cannot stop them doing this. Too few people really are willing, even Christian people that I know. They're just not willing to see. They don't want to face the truth. They just want to think positive, and they think that they can think this away. It can't be done. You see, it's starting here, possibly. Out of this building is coming the shite. I cannot see from here. But you can see that this steeple is covered in some kind of shite, and it's not clouds. Clouds don't hang that low. Oh, take a look. The neighbors are just here. Double toil and trouble. And I'm sure our furnace is cooking as well. Oh my gosh. Take a look. This building is beginning also to be enshrouded. People aren't making the connection between the fog and the heat being driven, the temperatures being driven. Or are they making them? Do they know and they're just pretending that they don't? Or are the majority of people here Freemasons? Is that it? Are they all complicit? Oh, let's see. It happens so excruciatingly slowly, but you can see this darkness coming over. Take a look. It's not coming from below. How often have I heard, oh, well, you know, when it's foggy, that means that it's warm and cold air meeting. If it's freezing, where's the warm air? The thing is, through schooling and media, we're used to hearing all kinds of nonsense. There's a friend of mine who, at the drop of a hat, can think of excuses for everything. That's why we don't talk about this much anymore at all, because I just can't bear to hear all of this denial. Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh. Now you can really see this black cloud coming down. If it's not natural, it's 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, it's not going to be any good for us to breathe in. And they're telling us about our climate sins, and they're breaking the 10 Commandments on Mount Sinai. That's a very interesting choice of location for this COP27. Egypt. The Creator says you must first come out of Egypt before you can worship me. It's not possible to worship God in Egypt. Now you see, this is becoming ever more enshrouded. In the next couple of minutes, that's why I'm hovering here so long, because I want you to see this. What's happening? It's not my imagination. There's no fog on the ground. If it is freezing, the ground is not warm. I mean, the people go out of their way. They go to great lengths to deny reality, to the detriment of your immortal soul. Denial is detrimental. Take a look. Some people might say, well, we can't do anything about it, even if it is true. What can we do? Can we change this? Let me go back and show you the other side. I'm sure it's swarmed over now with fog. One point is that we must be able to discern. It's all about your discernment and sharpening your senses. Take a look. It's completely full now. You cannot see the forest for the fog. Take a look back here. It's gray. Dark. What's coming out of here? Dark shite from hell. Oh, no, I guess that is a tree. I don't know. The thing is that your perception does become hazy if you're looking through this fog and you're not seeing the forest for the fog. That's why we always have to be, look, it is blue. How does this drive temperatures? What is it? Is it methane? Is it mercury soaking up the moisture? It both soaks up real moisture and acts as water. This is the deception of Mercury. Who is Hermes? Who is Hermes but the messenger? Who is the messenger? Satan. Look at this. Look at these tentacles, how far-reaching they are. They move. They glide over the sky imperceptibly. Look at this. Now I'll go back. I don't have a whole lot of time left. I can only make a 21-minute video, and I don't know if this is really very interesting to anybody. But I find it interesting that the fog first begins to fall when the sun is rising. They need that sun. They just completely exploit the sun. They're telling us, they're teaching us that the sun is electromagnetic. It is not. The sun is just a light that shines on the dome. And I do believe that it shines on the waters, and that creates the warmth. The sun is not electromagnetic, but they want you to believe that, and they want you to believe that you're making it worse because the air you breathe, the animals you have, and the car you drive. Just take a look. That building back there has disappeared or not. Is not this fog coming from above? Take a look. You can see that it's been sprayed in from there down. Anyhow, pretty soon the whole neighborhood's going to be full of this garbaggiola. And the temperatures will be driven, and people are still sleeping, and they don't really even care. That's the problem.